on, guys? Dad Dash here, and I wanted to come to you today with a special video just talking about order value and what the importance of understanding what real value means and why an order value strategy is, or just an order value approach is the right way to work gig work. And I want to kind of give you some perspective on that, because I know one of the things that I heard in my comment section when I started talking about order value was, oh, you think it's stocks and bonds? What do you think this is, stocks and bonds? And no, that is not at all what I'm talking about. However, what I'm talking about is getting the most value for your time. Now, as a gig worker, that means so many things. To me, what I believe, right, when the thing that makes gig work special to me is it allows me to attach value to the things I'm doing in my day. So in other words, I believe I can value my time better than an employer, better than a business. And I believe I can go out and capture more value for my time during the day than if I went in and had a structured day set up where I said, I earn money during this time and I go here and do this at this time. And I believe I'm better at doing that. And that's why I've chosen to become a gig business operator. What that means is it's not always money when I'm looking at the value of my time. I look to see how much value did I extract out of my day. Some of it's monetarily, some of it can't be tracked by money, and some of it is just doing other things that are building towards something that could build money that I otherwise wouldn't have had the time for. YouTube is one of those things. And then there's things I do with my family that I wouldn't have been able to probably been available for if I wouldn't be working gig work right now. So that's what I mean when I talk about value. Now, what I wanted to try to communicate was, what I try to figure out my time is that when I'm going to work, I want to make sure that I'm working for the most valuable time that I can. And one way of figuring that out was attaching a value to that order to say, what value does this represent on an hourly basis for my time, and setting a metric for that. Now, I am not an hourly worker. I'm not worried about it. And I'm not worried about looking at it and saying, well, I had my apps on all day today, 10 hours, and I made, $110. Am I going to go and say I made $11 an hour today? No, because I consider myself working for money when I take a contract. That is the way I think every gig worker should look at it. And in the meantime, I'm putting my time, if I can't find an order worth my time and value, I'm going to find something else more valuable to do until I do, and put my time there. So my point is, guys, being a gig worker means, in my opinion, that you feel you can value your time better than anyone else. And that it's about extracting as much value out of your day as you possibly can get to make sure that you're doing the most valuable things in your day. So for me, that's why order value is so important, because I want to make sure that if I'm going out on an order, that it's a valuable enough order for my time to be focused on it. If it isn't, I'm going to let it go. I'm going to find something else to do. And that might be working on something to do with my YouTube channel here, working on a video, editing a video, or it might be going and doing something family related with one of my sons, going to a football practice, going to a football game, whatever it might be. If I'm going to put a value to it, whether it's monetary, family related, but what I have faith in and belief in is that if I am value focused all day long, then I will be putting my time in the most valuable places. And at the end of the day, at the very end of each day, whatever goal I've set forth, as long as I have my value-based metrics set in place, in other words, as long as I'm taking orders that are moving towards that value target. So if I'm taking orders that are geared towards a $100 a day, a $110 a day, a $150 a day goal, and I understand I need to do, and I'm wanting to do that goal, looking at it and breaking it down on a per hour basis. I look at the value and I realize, all right, I need to take an order value that represents at least $25 or more value, or $30 or more value. And I know that if I end up doing 3 hours of work today, that gets me $90, or that would get me $120, and that would put me right where I need to be. And if I end up doing orders that are more valuable than that accumulate to 4 hours of work in a day, whether it's a continuous 4 hours, whether it's 20 here, 40 here, 30 here, but if I'm ensuring that the value of my time is equaling the value I need, then I will get my goals done, and I will do it over time, and I will be able to put the time in. So guys, that's why I am saying we have to be value minded. It is not the same value that we would say, well, let's, look at stocks and bonds and stuff. It's the same concept, because those people, successful business people, are always looking at the value of their time and the value of the activities and things that you're focusing your time on. Because reality is this: you only have so much time in the day to do certain things. So if you're going to be working a gig app, then you have to make sure that the time you're spending working the gig app gets you the most value. One thing you've got to make sure of is you cannot make sure you're maximizing your value working only one gig app. You have to make sure that you are working multiple gig apps to ensure that you're getting the best value. If I go out and decide to work a 3-hour, period, where I go, okay, I'm going to leave my house and try to go to the areas where I know I can get orders, then during that time, I want to have as many apps available to work as I can. And that's why this device right here has just changed the game for me as far as efficiency goes, because I can very efficiently work without having to have multiple devices and things like that. You can do it with an iPhone, but it's not as efficient of a process, in my opinion. I can pull them, have all the apps running, and I can very efficiently see, engage, and by using things like the Maximo app, the driver utility app, it helps me to efficiently place my time. So I'm not having to worry about looking at the low apps that I would already, or the low offers that I would turn down. I'm only looking at top quality offers. I'm only looking at mid-tier offers to determine if I want to make an exception and do them. And then when it comes to the shopping apps, it allows me to go and look at my shopping apps, which I will a lot of times use a second phone if I'm just operating, like if I'm going out for a targeted period of time, because it is easier to have a second device and a second screen, so you can have two screens up in front of you. And if that device is an Android, it's even better, because you can flip through the different multiple apps that you've got through split screens, pop-up screens, things of that nature, which can really make a tremendous difference as to your overall efficiency when you're out here working in the field. But guys, the point of it is you have to be able to ensure that you're getting the highest value for your time. And the only way to do that is to be aware of the value of the orders that you're taking, and to have as many opportunities for you to look at orders so that you can find the most valuable use of your time and make sure you take advantage of it and use it and do the order, get paid for it, and move on. And then make sure every second of the day that you're filling it with valuable activity, whether it's personal value, family value, business value, whatever it is, make sure it's valuable, guys. Anyways, I'm going to jump off my soapbox now. I wanted to share that with you, because if more gig business operators understood this concept and looked at themselves and looked at their time as a value-based approach, and realized that you don't if you're letting DoorDash value your time, which letting DoorDash value your time is working only for DoorDash and accepting every order that DoorDash gives you, or accepting orders that are not valuable enough to make you what you need. When you take a $3 order that takes you 25 minutes, you can't get those 25 minutes back. And you've just been paid however many pennies you've been paid for that time. So you've got to remember that, and you've got to remember that you've got to value your time. If you're a gig business operator, you are not depending on others to value your time. You've got to make sure that you're getting the maximum time value out of the time that you're spending working gig apps and doing anything in your day. And that is the main concept that every gig business operator needs to understand and apply. And if you do so, you will make money. You will find the best value in your days, your times, and you will achieve the goals that you're setting up. you don't like having to create your own value, if you don't like having to worry about creating your own valuable time situations, if you're not good at it, then that means being an employee is probably the best route and move for you. So go back. There's no shame in it. There's no problem in it. It's not for everyone. But go ahead and go back and become an employee. And go to a place that you can be comfortable in knowing that when you show up, you're going to show up at a certain time of the day. You're going to put in your work. You're going to leave, and you're going to have a paycheck at the end of the week. And you will find success in that. Everyone's version of success is different, and everyone's way to success is different. So don't try to be something that you're not. But if you are somebody who doesn't mind creating value for yourself, creating things for yourself, who believes that you are the best one to determine what you should be doing each day, and that you're the best one to determine what your time value means to you and where you should be putting your time, then gig work is for you. You can do it, you can be successful, and you can get what you need out of it. Just know what you need and know what the value of your time is, and you will be fine. All right, guys, I'm going to jump off here. If you've enjoyed today's video, I hope I've earned you to hit that subscribe button. I need some help there with that. Sitting at 329. Thank you to everyone out there that's hit the subscribe button recently. Thank you to all the supporters. Thank you if you're watching this video and haven't subscribed yet. I hope I can earn that subscription at some point. If I haven't today, leave me a comment on what I can do to get it tomorrow. And if you like this video, hit like, let YouTube know that this video was a good video. Let me know that I've done a good job, and also share this with at least one gig business operator out there that you think could gain value out of watching this. Because remember, we only want to do valuable things with our time each and every day. Thanks, guys. Stay safe, stay profitable, and of course, guys, I'll be talking to you soon.